Alvaro Morata has become Chelsea's record signing for a reported £60 million. Chelsea and Manchester United seemed to circle like sharks around Morata and Romelu Lukaku before the Reds signed the Belgian striker and Morata ended up in southwest London. But how do the two players compare? Lukaku has played top-flight football since 2011-12, when he made his debut for Chelsea. In every season where he has made more than one start for a club, he has reached double figures in the league. Alvaro Morata, by contrast, has played less football and scored fewer goals, despite debuting earlier. This makes a direct comparison difficult, as does the fact that the two players are different sorts of strikers fulfilling different roles for their clubs and at a different order of importance. Lukaku has effectively carried his club's goal threat for most of his seasons. Morata has played second fiddle to some of Europe's top strikers. However, last season, 2016-17, does show some strengths and weaknesses from which we can infer a few things about both players. This shows that while Lukaku's absolute contribution was higher, his goals per 90 is in fact over 0.3 lower. Morata did more when on the pitch, even if he was on the pitch less. Morata is also more of a penalty box predator. His 0.9 goals per 90 within the penalty box includes 0.2 goals per 90 from within the 6-yard box, compared to Lukaku's 0.1 goals per 90 in the 6-yard box. Morata shot more often last season too. Morata also does more with his shots, with just over a quarter of his shots per 90 resulting in a goal compared with Lukaku's just under a quarter. Creatively, Lukaku managed 6 assists to Morata's 4, but Lukaku managed more key passes per 90 than the Spanish striker, suggesting again that Morata is more predatory and less inclined to lay the ball off or drop into space to link play. Having said that, neither striker is a link man in the false 9 style, but Morata's assists per 90 is impressive for a striker of his type, and both contribute quite a lot to their team's all-round attacking threat. It's worth looking at a few more metrics too. Two things stand out from these figures. Firstly, that while Lukaku is regularly slated for his terrible touch and for dribbling head down into trouble, the two strikers are totally comparable in that regard. Secondly, Lukaku is a seriously imposing striker in the air, something that Morata, and indeed most strikers, cannot match. So, what can we take from this? Firstly, that both strikers will get their team's goals. Secondly, that Morata might add more creatively, which should work in Chelsea's more free-flowing counter-attacking system, while Lukaku is an aerial threat who will work well holding up the ball for United. And lastly, that Morata is arguably still unproven in terms of being the main man for a side. United have bought someone with a proven track record, while Morata has suffered from being behind others in the pecking order. His move is a greater step up despite the teams he has played for, but both should have good seasons and be key to their respective sides.